Our country has been introduced to the tragic stories of too many young black men fighting for justice, but never able to speak for themselves. But then, there was Leon Ford Jr.
Leon is a teenage kid on the side of a dark road about 10 o'clock at night.
$510.
3510.
Farragut, Stanton, Hotel Whiskey Lima, 8225. It's like one inside an Infinity.
Police officers say, give me your license registration. He gives license, give registration, give insurance. They don't run that initially. What they initially do is run his initials, L. Ford, against a recently arrested list. It's a presumption that he's guilty. They want him to be somebody he's not. In their mind, they have made this stereotype, this profile, and they said, we're gonna make him the profile.
Remember Lamont Ford?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing. You think? Yeah.
This is the description of the person they're looking for. He's a black male with a white t-shirt. That's the description. And with that, everything that happens on that video is from that description.
Listen, Leon Ford, he's the real deal. When you get some steel going through your body and you have the courage to talk about it, and you talk to this man in person, you see how he touches lives. Simple as that. Anyone who is awake understands when they hear Leon that he speaks for them. He is right now, is the face of a new Black American experience. I'm just telling you, and when you begin to understand it, it's not the struggle of trying to succeed. It's when you get hammered and you sit back and you go, I'm just not gonna take it. Leon Ford's not taking it. Leon Ford is what epitomizes courage today. He encompasses the Black American experience, the tough struggle to ensure that everyone sees human beings as equal as well. He epitomizes everything that's great about blackness. That's real. That's real.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
So, I just want to say thanks to everyone involved for having me. It's a pleasure to be here to share my story with you today. Before I share my story, if I can do a pledge, I always do a personal pledge before I share my story. So if you all would be so kind as to repeat after me. Can we do that? All right, cool. We must give up to go up. We must give up to go up. We must give up to grow up. We must give up to grow up. We must give up on the way up. We must give up on the way up. And give up even more to stay up. And give up even more to stay up. I cannot teach. I cannot teach. What I do not know. What I do not know. I cannot lead. I cannot lead. Where I will not go. Where I will not go. I am. I am. Because we are. Because we are. And we are. And we are. Because I am. Because I am. I am my brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. I am destined for greatness. I am destined for greatness. Because I attract. Because I attract. What I am. What I am. In the African language we say Ashe. 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 Thank you. So today, I'm here to talk about being a survivor. And so you guys watch the video. I am a survivor. I survived being shot 5 times by a Pittsburgh police officer. I was shot 1 time in my neck, twice in my chest, once in my arm, and once in my hip. One of the bullets that tore through my chest nearly hit my heart. It's the bullet that ended up paralyzing me. And so it's actually lodged in my T5 vertebrae. And it's the cause of me being in a wheelchair. Not only am I a survivor of police brutality, but I'm a survivor of all the negative thoughts and emotions that one may feel from being, unjustly or tragically hurt. I still remember how it felt to lay in the ICU, not knowing if I was going to live or die. I remember the emotions that I felt, after realizing that I had been shot by someone that society told me my entire life that was supposed to protect me and prevent me from getting hurt. I had, resentment toward a bunch of different individuals for what had happened to me. And I think what makes me a survivor is that not only that I lived through such a tragic moment, but how I responded to that tragic moment. I remember being depressed. I remember being suicidal. I remember being so angry that I would push loved ones away. People who only wanted to be a light in my world. I would push them away as if they had caused me pain. You see, a lot of people may browse social media and they see the public figure, Leon Ford, but many people don't know the process and what I experienced to get to where I am today. One of the things that I've done that really makes me proud is that I let go of the negative emotions that I had toward the individuals who caused me pain. And so being a survivor is kind of, for me, is synonymous to healing. Because you can live through something and still become so attached to the pain that it prevents you from living. And so me being able to forgive have empowered me. It has showed me that I can still live a positive lifestyle regardless of my physical circumstances. And so I'm able to embrace each and every moment. I'm able to identify the negative moments and the learning and the lessons in those negative moments as well as the positive moments. Because each of these moments and every experience have helped me grow into the person that I am today. So when I think about laying in a hospital bed with tubes in my throat, not able to speak, when I think about my family not being able to see me when I was in the hospital because I was under arrest, when I think about laying in that hospital bed, using a suction to get the saliva out of my mouth so I wouldn't choke. I remember I accidentally dropped the suction, and there was a police officer in my room. And I couldn't speak, and I would bang on the bed to get his attention so that he can help me. And instead of helping me, he turned the TV up so he couldn't hear me. These type of moments are painful. However, these are the moments that I think about that makes me want to bring more love into the world. These are the type of moments that makes me want to bring more compassion to the world. And as I sit here before you today, I must say that each and every last negative experience that I've been through have empowered me, and it makes me want to bring more love, compassion, and understanding into the world. And so what does this mean? This means that when I think about policing, when I think about this idea of police brutality, when I think about racial division, when I think about the hatred that's perpetuated through the media, everything that's going on, and I think about my platform, I have to spread love. I have to be understanding. I have to be compassionate enough to listen to the stories, even if they're much different than mine. This is what makes me a survivor. Taking a negative experience and flipping it upside down, making it positive. That's what being a survivor is all about. Being a survivor is not just limited to living through a tragedy. Being a survivor is taking that tragedy and making it purposeful. If I can encourage you all to take anything away from my story, one, it would be to become more loving, more compassionate, and more understanding. Two, I would say take any painful experience, any type of adversity that you may be faced with, and use it to bring more light into the world. Make your pain purposeful. Thank you. Appreciate it.